Hey guys, so before I get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that I do have a Twitter and I do have a Twitch. If you guys want to interact with me on other platforms other than just in the YouTube comments, I would really appreciate it, especially on Twitch, because I've started streaming recently and I would love to interact with you guys again, somewhere other than just the YouTube comments. I hope you guys give me a follow and you guys come hang out, because I would love to talk to you guys about things like Kingdom Hearts, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and maybe some other gaming titles that you guys don't know that I'm into. So yeah, don't forget to do that and enjoy the video. Hello everybody and welcome to the video. So today we have some new information from Nomura when it comes to his interview with Famitsu, where he goes over some information on Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. I'm getting all this information straight from KH13.com, and I will leave a link to this article in the description so you can read it for yourself. Note that this is a summary, so there may or may not be more information coming along in the next couple of days, but I'm assuming that this is most of it, if not all of the important takeaways from the interview. If anything else further comes out, I will make a follow-up discussing those points as well. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing is Nomura has stated that the recent announced strongest class limit cut boss from Remind was not shown in the Remind DLC trailer. The trailer only shows elements from the additional scenario. So from what I gather, Nomura is trying to say here that the strongest boss from the limit cut sequence was not showed off. It was stated but not 100% confirmed that when the DLC was revealed at the concert in Japan a few months ago, was that it was going to be something like the Cavern of Remembrance. So the super boss thing, which is probably like the Lingering Will type of boss or whatever, was left out of the trailer. And it seems as though that the limit cut cutscene is where we got all of these cutscenes between Xigbar and Luxord, Master Masters, Young Master Xehanort, etc. So that's where all that stuff came from. Since there are supposedly going to be both a limit episode and scenario, this means that everything that we did get from the trailer was, from my understanding, from the limit episode and or scenario. So moving on to the next point, Sora's Oathkeeper Keyblade and New Form will release simultaneously with Remind as a free DLC. So as our suspicions were proven correct, the Oathkeeper will be the new Keyblade as the free DLC, as well as coming with a new form. It kind of makes me wonder why we won't be getting Oblivion as well. I mean, the two kind of seem to go, hand in hand together. But no matter what, this is exciting. I've said this before, the Oathkeeper is like top 3 favorite Keyblades for me, so I'm very excited to see what this new form is like, and just how the Keyblade functions in general. So the number of new bosses in Remind will be roughly as many as there are in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So roughly as many. That's crazy. We had a total of 13 data battles in the Cavern of Remembrance in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, plus the Lingering Will. So that means that we had 14 total. I'd like to say that we can probably expect about 10 to 15 bosses in total when it comes to the Remind DLC. Since we cannot really say if it means that we have more or less, my gut's telling me that it's probably going to be a little bit less. So let's just say for, argument's sake, the ballpark range is going to be about 10 to 15. So that's amazing. Honestly, that's way more than I was expecting, and I'm excited. That's really, really cool. I can't wait to take that on. So as stated previously, the DLC will include the additional Remind scenario, a limit cut episode, and bosses, and also a secret episode as well as bosses too. So the information that we got from the concert in Japan still upholds. We are getting the same amount of content as previously stated. So this is interesting. It seems like, again, there's so much more to this DLC than we already, I thought that they were going to be showcasing, bits and pieces of everything in that last trailer that we got at the concert in LA. But it seems that everything that we did get was from the limit cut, section of the DLC. So obviously there's still the secret episodes, secret bosses, and the Remind scenario. So again, everything that we did get in that trailer was from the limit cut episode and the bosses. So that's great. That's awesome. Like I said, it seems that they are keeping a bunch, that behind the scenes, so they don't show us too much. And that was one of the concerns of mine when it comes to this DLC. So moving forward, although there isn't a proper release date for it yet, aside from this winter, Nomura wants to release Remind quickly and to not close to Final Fantasy VII Remake's release in March 2020. Again, I saw this coming from miles away. It would make sense that they would want this not to coincide with Final Fantasy VII, given the fact that it seems as though that they are putting a lot of their eggs in the basket for 2020 in Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, if we get this DLC earlier, I'm beyond okay with that. That's fine with me. I don't want to have to wait forever for this stuff. I mean, it could come out tomorrow and I'm gonna be happy as heck. So that's great. That's awesome. It seems like Remind is probably, if I had to guess, it's probably around holiday 2019, if not very, very early. You know, I'm thinking maybe perhaps around the 1-year anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 3's release. So maybe early 2020 in January, but that's just my guess. Because again, we do have Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out in March. So they probably do not want them too close together. So around, you know, December and around January, that's my guess from when this might release. So moving forward, Roxas can be selected after advancing through additional scenarios, like Riku and Aqua. So this is unclear to me in the sense where I think it's just worded incorrectly. I guess it's implying that you can select them after certain points in the game, but my takeaway is that he's trying to say that we can only access Roxas, Aqua, and Riku during these specific scenes where they're playable in. That makes much more sense to me. I think this translation is just worded a little bit weird. Hopefully it's clarified, but yeah, like I said, I don't think we're just going to be able to like run through the worlds as Roxas, Riku, and Aqua. It's probably just going to be during specific parts in the game. So yeah, that's probably what he's saying here. And last but not least, additional scenarios are independent of and can be enjoyed after clearing the main story. So it looks like we can access this DLC through previous save files, which is great. There's no need to start the game over to gain access to the Remind content. And that was something that I was a little worried about. I've actually been putting off my second playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 3 for a while. I actually just picked it up a few days ago, and I might actually choose to stream it at some point. But regardless, the point of this is what I'm trying to say is, like, I wasn't sure if this DLC was going to just be only in new games or if it was going to be added to save files so we can, you know, jump in and just do it right off the bat. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to play through the game and then all of a sudden have to play through it again in order to get the DLC. I wanted to save that for my second playthrough, but it seems as though there's no reason to wait. You can just access it through previous save files. So if you have a critical mode save file, you have a proud mode save file, beginner and or standard, you will be able to just access this DLC. The difficulty will scale based on the difficulty. So that's great that it has, you know, that going for it. That's awesome. And it seems that there is no need to just start through it again and just to play through it. So guys, this is all the information that we have for Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind coming out of this interview. Again, there is just a summary that I'm reading off of right now from KH13.com. There is going to be more information. If anything notable pops up, I will cover it and I will make another video. But that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know down below what you guys are thinking about Remind. Let me know if you guys are excited because I am really, really pumped. I actually had a video I was going to post in regards to the DLC. I'm going to have to reformat that since, you know, we got this information now. But I will try to post that. I try to just give my, you know, raw thoughts on what I'm thinking with this DLC, how they're handling it, how they're going to handle it. So yeah, that's going to be coming up, but let me know all your thoughts about the DLC so far down below. Don't forget to like the video, most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more Kingdom Hearts 3 content. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.